Winter weather could arrive in your AccuWeather alert forecast.
A local homeowner says she is stuck with a squatter. Our I-Team Tonight consumer team working to get her some answers.
It's a story you want to stick around for, and it's the last day of the Great Chicago Blood Drive. Our donation centers will be open for about 30 more minutes, but let's begin tonight with the weather. Snow on the way, followed by more bitter cold.
I know, and that kind of affected the turnout yesterday for the blood drive because it was coming down snow. The snow is coming, of course, down along the lakefront there. As we take a live look, the city lit up on blue and orange, of course, celebrating our Bears. It's going to be cold on Sunday, and tomorrow more snow is headed our way.
This is me lately, just like it's cold. And you know, when I was
a meteorological term.
Yeah. Is the meteorological term. And when I was forecasting, I was just like round after round after round of system coming through. A lot of them don't drop a lot of snow, but it's the type of thing where if you are trying to keep up with it, it's the type of thing where we get a dusting and then another dusting, and it kind of stays slick everywhere for the next several days. So we have some snow showers that develop tonight, and we have those snow showers continuing into parts of tomorrow morning as well. Most of us end up with 1 to 2 inches of snow, but there could be some isolated spots that get close to 3, and that's mainly north and west of the city. Here is a wider look to show you our system is to the north and west. We'll start to see our first flakes from this system here in the next couple of hours. So here's 8 p.m. to show you that we still have the snow off to our north and west. The thing about it is that it's going to have trouble falling at first because it's fighting off some very dry air. So you might see it on radar, but it's not coming through just yet. And then we get another little burst as we head into the morning commute tomorrow, and then also the chance to have some snow squalls for the afternoon commute. We'll talk more about all of this coming up here in just a little bit. Rob?
Okay, Heisel, see you in a few minutes. Local homeowner says she's struggling to remove an alleged squatter out of her home, and she protested outside the house today trying to get more attention on the problem. Worked. She also called ABC7 I-Team consumer reporter Samantha Chapman.
You all know I've covered several alleged squatting cases, but I've never seen anything quite like this. Take a look. We are in the Roseland neighborhood, and a homeowner, a property owner, she planted signs outside of her home. She says an alleged squatter has been living there for months, and she wants to give him the message that it's time to go. She wants him out for good.
This is my investment, my home. I am losing money every single day.
Sherry Kloss is sending a bold message to the people living inside her home. Last October, her contractor informed her that someone had moved into her property.
He went in, actually, one of the entryways and saw somebody sitting on the couch with a dog, and then he called 911.
She says police told her they couldn't remove the man inside because he showed them a lease. But when Kloss learned about the new squatter law that went into effect this year, she thought she would finally get her house back.
The police that I have been working with understood the law to be that way also. So we waited, and then the legalese got involved and said that they could not accept the responsibility and the liability, so they could not actually help me.
She says the man inside has since taunted her.
He tells me that I can't get him out. He sent me your article. When I come here to the home, he'll say, "Hey, Sherry, you can't get me out of here." I called you because the people on this block have heard of you and they love you and they thought you could help me.
I joined the homeowner along with State Representative LaShawn Ford to see if the man inside would come out and speak with us. But no one came out. 21st Ward Alderman Ronnie Mosley wants Chicago police to act.
Yeah, I'm going to work with CPD. They want to enforce the law. I believe they need clarity. I'm going to work and make sure that they get that.
In a statement to the I-Team, Chicago police said they do not carry out evictions. But this homeowner says this isn't an eviction because they are not her tenants. CPD also said their officers made contact with the person inside who claimed he had a valid lease for the property.
I'm frustrated with CPD. Not the people who have been helping me, because there have been a lot of boots on the ground people, but whoever the people are in charge, yes, furious.
Why?
Because they are not helping me. They are not coming to my rescue.
I reached out to the alleged squatter to get his side of the story. He told me he didn't know what I was talking about and to stop texting him. Reporting in the Roseland neighborhood, Samantha Chapman, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Sam, thanks. Look forward to an update on that story. Don't forget to check out the latest edition of Consumer Chronicles. Jason Knowles and Samantha Chapman share some of their biggest, most impactful, and widely talked about stories in the Chicago area. And you can watch Consumer Chronicles right now, wherever you stream us.
The Chicago Bears have established themselves as the comeback kings of the year. Now there are signs they could be making headway in a deal to build a stadium in Arlington Heights. Political reporter Craig Wall telling us the conversations between the Bears and state lawmakers continue to pressure as they get something done built.
The Bears are now caught in a three-way tug of war, with Chicago working to keep them here while Indiana has intensified its courtship. Arlington Heights, meanwhile, is ramping up its efforts to land the franchise there. The Bears practicing today with a sense of urgency as they look to extend their playoff run, but there's another sense of urgency as they look for the winning play call to be made by Springfield that could clear the way for a new domed stadium in Arlington Heights.
We've told the Bears that they need to show their work. They need to be able to walk us through what this proposal is and what it means for folks.
Infrastructure improvements around a new stadium would cost an estimated $855 million, which the Bears reportedly want the state to assist with. It's an investment One Northwest Suburban Tourism Group says would be worth it.
Where we can have Final Fours and Super Bowls and Big Ten championships and so much more that we haven't even imagined yet. So it becomes a huge revenue driver for the entire state.
The governor and leading lawmakers have expressed a willingness to help out with infrastructure, but made no formal commitments.
We can't do special things just because this is the Chicago Bears, and we also can't stop some of the business incentives that we move forward just because this is the Chicago Bears. Right?
Lawmakers do have concerns about the $532 million still owed on the renovations at Soldier Field. The mayor still hoping to keep the Bears in Chicago.
It's going to take all of us to work together to come up with a package and a deal that keeps the Chicago Bears in the city of Chicago.
Conversations about the Bears' future are ongoing. Lawmakers return to Springfield next week.
I hope that this can be a year where we can have a conversation that's going to be open, honest, and transparent about how to move forward. And the Bears know now that the ball is in their court.
As the Bears prepare for their next playoff game on Sunday, the village of Arlington Heights and area lawmakers will make a renewed push tomorrow for the legislature to get something done this session. At Soldier Field, Craig Wall, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
Craig, thanks so much for that report. Bears fans have playoff excitement, and it was on good display outside the Merchandise Mart. That is where this Caleb Williams Iceman sculpture spent the day. Fans posing for pictures next to the icy creation. Team mascot Staley the Bear joining in on all the fun. Another ice sculpture will be set up on game day outside Soldier Field come Sunday. How cool is
That's pretty neat.
that? Mm-hmm. All right, we want to invite you, everybody, to keep it right here for extensive coverage leading up to Sunday's game all week on air and, of course, online.
Well, today is the final day of the Great Chicago Blood Drive.
Yeah, we have about 20 more minutes left, and thank you all to everyone who came out over the past 48 hours to donate, help save lives as well. Cheryl Scott has been there from the very beginning since yesterday early in the morning. She's in Schaumburg tonight.
Day 2 at our 12th annual Great Chicago Blood Drive, and it has been a huge success. We have been talking to so many donors that have been coming out and sharing their reasons why they're giving back, donating blood, and giving the gift of life.
I've been working at the donation center all day today. I'm a Red Cross volunteer for about 3 years since I retired. Been down to Florida for hurricane relief and then do shelter work here in the Chicagoland area.
Someone near and dear to my heart needed blood last year, so I made it my business to come and give blood this year.
You get more out of it than what you give. You give a little bit of blood, but you feel so good because you know it goes to help so many people.
It's been an amazing 2 days, and so grateful to everyone that has come out to take part in our Great Chicago Blood Drive. There's still a few minutes left if you have any time to roll up your sleeve and give back.
All right, Cheryl. Great job, excellent work for the last 2 days. President Trump revealing a health care plan as insurance prices continue to spike.
First, those ongoing protests in Minnesota, the newest threats from the federal government.
And it is going to cost more money for students to attend the University of Illinois. It has been 10 years since we sadly said goodbye to our beloved colleague Ann Swaney. She was murdered while on vacation in Belize.
ABC7's Michelle Gallardo talked to a close friend about one of Swaney's favorite hobbies and the impact she left behind.
It's been 10 years since Ann left us, and while her murder does remain unsolved, her passion for horses lives on here at Lockport's Legacy Ranch. And it is that legacy, and not the way she died, those who love her choose to focus on.
It's hard to believe she'll be 39 forever, and we're all turning 50 this year.
Ann Swaney was a lot of things. To us here at ABC7, she was a colleague and friend. She was also a daughter, a woman who loved to travel and had a passion for animals, especially horses.
She always said, in retirement, I'm going to dedicate all my time to a therapeutic riding facility.
And so it was that when Ann was brutally murdered while on a horseback riding trip to Belize 10 years ago today, her best friend, Sandy Molesky, transformed her own life, buying this property in Lockport with the purpose of creating a place where children and adults with disabilities could come for horse-assisted physical therapy.
It's just grown over time. Zeus obviously is one of now 17 horses that we have here, and it's really Ann's memory to me that lives on here and her spirit that lives on here.
Ann's killer or killers were never apprehended. The FBI telling ABC7's I-Team there are no new developments in the case, and the $20,000 reward once offered by the agency is no longer. Private investigator Stephen Kirby saying this.
When you come in as a law enforcement agent into a foreign country, you're there as their guest. You really don't have any authority other than what they allow you to have. The longer the case grows cold, people move. People die. People's memories are faded.
And yet, even as Molesky admits to have struggled with the circumstances surrounding Ann's death, it is in the thousands of families that have come through the Legacy Ranch since its inception that she finds solace, even as the heartache has never truly gone away.
To see the pride in the riders' faces when they're here and when they're able to experience this, to me, that's Ann. That's Ann's gift back to all of us.
In Lockport, I'm Michelle Gallardo, ABC7 Eyewitness News.
President Trump threatening to invoke the Insurrection Act in Minnesota amid ongoing protests. An ICE officer shot and killed a woman in Minneapolis last week. The Department of Justice now saying leaders there are encouraging violence. As ABC's Olivia Rubin reports, the mayor of Minneapolis says he's calling for peace.
Walkouts today at some schools in Minneapolis, students protesting the immigration operations in Minnesota. The demonstrations coming as tensions are boiling over in the state following the deadly shooting of Renee Good. Leave! Leave! Go home! And on Wednesday, protesters clashing with law enforcement at the scene of another shooting involving a federal officer. The Department of Homeland Security claiming a federal law enforcement officer shot a Venezuelan man in the leg, saying he took off during a traffic stop and tried to evade arrest and violently assault an officer. Adding 2 other people joined in, attacking the officer with a snow shovel and a broom handle. DHS saying the officer fired to defend his life, hitting that man in the leg. Mayor Jacob Fry slamming the immigration operation, calling for peace.
For anyone that is taking the bait tonight, stop. We cannot counter Donald Trump's chaos with our own brand of chaos.
And President Trump now threatening to invoke the Insurrection Act, which would allow him to deploy the military on American soil. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz posting an appeal to the president on social media, writing, quote, "Let's turn the temperature down. Stop this campaign of retribution. This is not who we are."
But I would ask that the governor stops inciting the harassment and illegal obstruction of law enforcement in his state.
And the Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche also trying to blame Democrats in Minnesota, saying he is focused on stopping what he says is their terrorism, saying that that is not a threat, but a promise. Olivia Rubin, ABC News, New York.
Olivia, thank you. The United States has seized another oil tanker linked to Venezuela. Video showing that the tanker and U.S. troops rappelling on board. Officials saying it happened today. This is the 6th vessel targeted in recent weeks. Meanwhile, President Trump met with Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado. She also met with a bipartisan group of senators, including Illinois' Dick Durbin. Machado says that she presented her Nobel Peace Prize medal to President Trump to recognize his commitment to her country. A White House official confirming to ABC News that the president will keep it. President Trump today announcing outlines of a health care plan that he wants Congress to take up. A big part of it is sending money directly to you.
And then you take the money and buy your own health care. Nobody's ever heard of that before, and that's the way it is. The big insurance companies lose, and the people of our country win.
In a 5-minute taped speech, the president saying the money would come to Americans in health savings accounts. Now, the plan so far is thin on details, but it also vows to create more transparency from health insurance companies. Democrats have rejected the idea as a weak substitute for the tax credits that helped lower monthly premiums. Now, those subsidies expired at the end of last year. And a reminder, everybody, you have more time to sign up for health insurance here in Illinois. Get Covered Illinois is giving people until Saturday, January 31st to sign up. Coverage under the Affordable Care Act will begin the next day. Nationwide, about 800,000 fewer people signed up for coverage through early January compared to the same period last year.
There's a new tool available from ABC News allowing you to track the danger of measles in your neighborhood. It's easy and available on our website, abc7chicago.com. You can track vaccination rates, risk level of potential outbreak, and how many measles cases have been reported in the state. You can do so by entering either your zip code or the county you live in. Again, you can find this on our website. And up next, an actor and director already in jail, now facing new accusations tonight.
Get ready for another round of snow when the flakes could start flying in your AccuWeather forecast coming up next. Actor Timothy Busfield now facing new accusations while being held and jailed on child sexual abuse charges.
Busfield says he's innocent, while prosecutors say he's a danger to children. ABC's Jacqueline Lee reports.
Less than 24 hours after Timothy Busfield's first court appearance on charges of alleged criminal sexual contact of a minor and child abuse, today the district attorney in Albuquerque, New Mexico, giving new details.
Under New Mexico law, each count of criminal sexual contact carries up to 6 years of incarceration, and child abuse carries up to 3 years.
The charges stem from alleged sexual abuse of a child he directed on the set of the TV series The Cleaning Lady.
The district attorney's office in Albuquerque takes very seriously these type of charges, just like we do all the cases.
The 68-year-old actor ordered held without bail. Prosecutors argue he poses a serious danger to children with a sustained pattern of predatory conduct. In a motion filed by prosecutors earlier this week, a parent contacted law enforcement alleging Busfield assaulted his 16-year-old daughter decades ago during an audition for his theater company in Sacramento. According to court documents, the father claiming Busfield kissed her and put his hands down her pants, and later begged the family to not report to law enforcement if he received therapy.
This matter is very much still under investigation.
Busfield denying all of the allegations against him in this video obtained by TMZ.
I'm going to confront these lies. They're horrible. They're all lies. And I did not do anything to those little boys.
The Emmy Award-winning actor is known for his TV roles on 30-something and The West Wing.
Has there been any discussion of the 25th Amendment?
No.
His wife is actress Melissa Gilbert. Her publicist saying in a statement, Melissa stands with and supports her husband. Busfield has not yet entered a plea and is due back in court later this month. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Jacqueline, thank you. The University of Illinois system is raising tuition. The Board of Trustees approving a 2% increase for incoming freshmen who are Illinois residents. Tuition was previously frozen for 7 of the last 11 years. U of I campuses in Urbana-Champaign, Chicago, and Springfield also raising tuition for out-of-state and graduate students and professional and online programs.
It's time for our weather forecast. Live look outside. It is cold and we got to get ready for a little bit of snow tomorrow morning and overnight. It might be a little hectic for the morning commute.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. A lot of people might stay home. It's a holiday weekend. People might make it a longer weekend, try to work from home.
Good idea. Yeah, if you can do it.
It sounds like it's going to be kind of rough out there in the morning. Hi, Sol.
If you can work from home, I would say to do so. And with this one, with a lot of them, it's not about how much, it's about the timing. The fact that we're going to get a burst of snow throughout the morning commute. There will likely be snow falling throughout the morning commute and accumulating. It's not going to be a lot, but it is going to be enough to slow things down and make things slick. So temperatures tomorrow will eventually reach into the mid-30s, and we have that burst of snow in the morning and then the chance for snow squalls in the afternoon. That's when our visibility drops quickly. Wind really picks up. We get a quick dusting, the type of thing that we are dealing with, again, where it's not a whole lot of snow, but it's about the timing. Afternoon commute for Friday as well. Then we have another chance for snow both Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sunday is not going to amount to much. It's the type of thing where it drops a quick little dusting, a little snow shower passing through, and then it stops, and then it maybe picks up again. Close to 20 degrees for our high on Saturday. It's cold, but even colder on Sunday, with temperatures into the teens for our high temperatures here on Sunday, with that chance for some snow as well. Temperatures right now are in the 20s. We're at 22 degrees at O'Hare, 23 at Midway. So that snow that starts falling tonight is going to stick right away. Our wind chill values are in the teens right now, feeling like 13 degrees in Sugar Grove. O'Hare has a wind chill at 11, 12 at Midway. Here's a look. We have clouds moving in. There's our system to our north and west, bringing in some snow later today. Here's a look at the GFS model showing about 1 inch, an inch and a half possible here. The European showing about 1 to 2 inches. If this overachieves, some of us might end up with about 3 inches of snow. Here's the timeline. 11 p.m. The light snow showers are developing across the area. That's burst number 1 from about 11 p.m. to about 2 in the morning. Then it slows down a bit and it stops snowing. Then snow picks back up around 5 in the morning. We have snow falling at 7 a.m. Temperatures are in the 20s. It's breezy as well. 9 a.m. we still have snow showers across the area. And then by noon, this first round in the morning on Friday ends. Then we have that chance for snow squalls. Here's 5 p.m. to show you that chance. It's only going to be a few of us that get them, but if you're under this, visibility will drop quickly. Then as we head into Saturday, 7 in the morning, temperatures are in the teens, and then eventually that's about it. We make it to about 20 degrees for our high temperature. Sunday for the Bears game, it is looking very cold. 14 degrees at kickoff, 10 by the end of the game. Wind chill values, most of the game are going to be in the single digits. So keep in mind tomorrow's slick conditions for the morning commute and possibly for the afternoon and evening commute as well. Those occasional light snow showers here Saturday and Sunday, then just very cold on Monday. Wind chill values in the morning as far as 25 below zero in the morning, 19 Tuesday, and then slowly improving things Wednesday and Thursday. So cold is here to stay, and So are the snow chances. It's very wintry, like 7-day for sure.
Love the weather Sunday for the Bears.
Yeah, and Rob, you were there on a cold Sunday.
For the Bears overtime Packers
game. How did you manage?
Pure adrenaline.
Okay.
And I think
Do you have any suggestions? Did you take hand warmers?
We had some vests, heated vests. I wasn't wearing, my brother and my nephew were, and just layers. You just be prepared. Chicagoans know.
Yeah.
Do a lot of hugging.
They were screaming. Copious amounts of screaming. Jim Cornelius doing the national anthem. It's already going to be riot. Everybody's going to be fine.
Ooh.
Everybody's
I'm getting chills.
Yeah. The snow showers too. So make sure everything that you're wearing is waterproof.
Right.
Because sometimes I see people with just a blanket, and I'm like, that blanket's gonna get wet.
There'll be people without their shirts.
So last time the Bears played the Rams 40 years ago, I was there. Snow showers. It was 24-0.
Yeah.
Bears win it all. So
it's lining
that
up.
might all the magic in the numbers. It's gonna.
Let's go.
Okay.
Real quick, you get the latest forecast anytime. Free ABC7 Chicago News app. Scan that QR code on your screen. You'll get a link to the download right there.
All right, coming up, everybody. At first, for NASA, Rob's super excited about this story. The astronauts and the International Space Station.
All right, that's coming up. And Bruno Mars adding a second show in Second City next.
24-karat magic in the air.
No, we're good. Gotta sing it.
That's what I like. Here we go. Ooh, I know that move too. There we go. That's what I like. Bruno Mars adding a second show in his stop here in Chicago this spring. The pop star heading out on his first headlining tour since 24 Karat Magic back in 2017. That was an excellent concert too.
Yeah.
His fourth solo album, The Romantic. Ooh, I Just Might is a big hit already. It's coming out next month. Bruno's tour is kicking off in April. He's set to perform 2 nights here at Soldier Field, May 16th, May 17th. They had to add a new night. Tickets went on sale noon today. And today, Bruno Mars surpassed Taylor Swift for the Live Nation single-day tickets ever in the history of Live Nation. Now he's #1 globally on Spotify.
Wow.
Yeah, just like that.
Did you go in 2017?
Absolutely. I went to see him 3 years ago in Las Vegas in residence with Silk Sonic. I mean, he put on a fantastic. Yeah.
All right.
Hi, Bruno.
You mentioned this story earlier. For the first time, astronauts have had to leave the International Space Station early.
Yes, ABC's Sam Champion reports the SpaceX crew successfully splashing down this morning. It was exciting.
This morning, the first ever medical evacuation from the International Space Station.
Splashdown of Crew 11.
4 astronauts splashing down back on Earth after one of them suffered a medical issue in space. On board that capsule, NASA astronauts Zena Cardiman and Mike Fink, Japan's Kimya Yui, and Russia's Oleg Platonov. Crew 11 climbing on board the SpaceX Dragon Endeavour spacecraft and undocking from the International Space Station Wednesday.
Endeavour begins its journey home.
Inside the capsule, the astronauts preparing to return home after 165 days on the space station.
Restraints tightened and buzzers down.
Hours after undocking, the crew re-entering Earth's atmosphere. Then 2 rounds of parachutes deploying to further slow the capsule's descent.
Standing by for splashdown.
And finally, splashdown off the coast of San Diego at 3:41 a.m. Eastern.
So good to be home.
Recovery boats arriving at the capsule to welcome the astronauts home, lassoing the craft to lift it out of the water.
While this was the first time we had to return crew slightly ahead of schedule, NASA was ready.
Sam Champion reporting. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tonight at 10.